to 10 clients is harder than actually moving from 10 to like 100 clients. So today we are trying to cover that stage. How do you go about it? How do you navigate it? For us, we built a digital agency before, and we kind of went past 10 and all that. So we'll get into it. But I think for people who are joining us for the first time, you can also check our previous. They're on YouTube. The other about executing and all that. But today, let's go to what we have scheduled for today. So getting your first 10 digital agency clients. It's very practical. Today we are focusing on these. We will not do too much demoing. Today is about finding clients, because we are building all these capabilities for clients to really, and for just the ecosystem to thrive. Anyway, so we'll get into it, because last week we answered one question, that we can actually build, software, websites, marketing assets, all that using AI. It's now very possible. You don't have to get new skills. You don't have to be a techie. You don't have to be much of that. It's very easy. Now, the barrier to entry to building a digital agency is actually like really, really low. And what it means is then other things have to differentiate you. When it's easy to enter, then it means you have to find some other thing that really differentiates you. Of course, it's probably how you serve those clients and what, but today we are focusing on getting clients. Where do we actually now find these clients, and then that we can serve in a unique way, that we can give this value, that we can support, that we can grow with, that we can, create impact. So we have a great offer. We created offers last time, packages. We showcased the tools and how to deliver and all these things, but where are our clients? So can we really go and find them? So let's see, let's go on a hunt on our first clients. And I know we all want to get to 100. We all want to dream big, and dreaming big is fantastic. We are all dreaming big, but baby steps first. So you want to validate the process first. So your first client is not really it's never the dream client really, but they help so much in knowing the nuances in serving these clients in the market. They just tell you what can they pay for really, what problems paying them the most. Because we normally say in business, you don't want to give people vitamins, you want to give people painkillers. Like if you wake up with a headache, you have to get a painkiller. It's not even like an option. You have to get a painkiller before you go anywhere. But your body doesn't. Sometimes you have deficiency in vitamins, but you don't know, right? So, and your body just keeps going. So you want to give people painkillers, not really vitamins. So you want to validate that. What is this pain that I need to cure? And pain means it's urgent. That is what really it says in using that analogy. So the first client is really to validate the pain, the process, and everything of how to get them, how to serve them, validate even the pain point that they have. Because if they can pay for it, then it's a proper pain point. Then refine the offer, right? Maybe you're charging too low, you're charging too high. Get a balance where your margins are well taken care of. And now you can, you refine the offer, what services, we need to be within a certain package. You also now, by client 3, you're standardizing onboarding. And by client 5, there's actually, you kind of have a flow now of how things are going. So the first 10 is really a foundation you're setting. And that's very important. So you don't want to skip this stage. So as we said, and every side we have said is that you need to look for people with a pain. People who need a painkiller, not people who need vitamins. So we are not looking for people who need AI. Those are vitamins. AI is a vitamin, really. Like it's if they need AI, then to them it's a vitamin. It's not really a pain. It's not a pain they want sorted immediately. But if a business, they're not getting customers, and you coming telling them, I can help you get customers, get more customers, or other. Or they have a process which is so broken, and they don't have a system that can digitize that, can help them eliminate maybe money they lose in manual filing and those kinds of stuff. No, that's a pain. They need a painkiller for that. They don't have any online presence, and maybe they have had designers who have eaten their money. I mean, we have a lot of those cases, and they never delivered. Now those are pain points that need painkillers. Or they've been running Meta ads and they are not working. Now that's a proper pain point, because they've been just throwing money to Meta, and Meta has just been eating, and it's not giving something back, right? So you want to find pain points. So what's really the formula of finding a client? So we are not really finding a client, we are finding the problem. I think if there's something you want to take away today first, if you just attended up to this point, is that you're finding a problem. You're not really finding a client. The 10 clients means we have 10 problems. It could be 10 same problems, or it could be 10 different problems. It could be client number one, their problem is that they don't have any digital presence. Client number two might be operationally they are too manual and they are losing money because of that, right? Or they don't have, what is it called? The data integrity becomes very compromised, because when you don't have a digital system, then it's very hard even to have a trail of what happened 3 months ago. And correctly, veracity of data, the accuracy of some of these things. You're going there and telling them, come on, guys, your numbers, we can't just, it's marketing. So maybe they are running Meta ads and their creatives are poor. That's why they are not converting. They don't have great creatives. You go and solve that. So you find that's a problem. That's client number 3. It's a problem. It's poor creatives. If it's inconsistent communication, they are not consistent. Today they are talking about, they're just hopping on trends that are online. They don't have a brand that is defined, the messaging of their brand. What is it anchored on? You're going to solve such kind of problems. So we are finding problems, not clients. So every client should represent a problem. But then how could we get our client number 1, right? You don't want to go too far. You don't want to complicate things. Your client number 1 is purely your network. We have lived this reality. Actually, for Ndovesha, my sister was one of our clients. and she came and she's like, my page is exploding. I have to send everybody my PayPal on Messenger inbox on my Facebook, and it's overwhelming me, because she put some videos and they went viral, and everybody's asking for their services. And we quickly were like, get a website, get a pay stack, put a paywall, somebody, and then they can't get a link once they pay. It just redirects to the digital. That was the first part. They validated so much. Like, it was first client, and we got to see how the system works very well, and they paying client, but just from our network. It's just that. So family, former colleagues, former clients, professional contacts you have over time. That is don't even go too far. It's just within your contact list. That's where you can actually get several just from your network. And of course, we're saying we are not finding clients, so you don't go I offer AI services. It's what's one thing in your business you wish worked better digitally? What kind of? That's really even me, if somebody came today and asked me for this, and then I'm like, this is it. This is what I'm struggling with. And then they tell me, I'm getting you that in the next, tomorrow you will have it. To be honest, I would be like, yeah, there we are. Here's the money, right? So client number 2, it's businesses you already know, right? It's a salon you go to, it's a barber shop you go to, it's a cafe you frequent, it's a gym you go, it's a school your kid is schooling in, it's a shop you buy, you're shopping. It's always within. It's always within. Like, we already have customers. We're just not, aware enough that really we have these customers. Like right now, today, these are people you have contacts. You can call them and tell them, come on, guys, I actually have these, because these are people they could easily tell you what they really, really want. So client number 3, now we can start expanding, beyond our phone book. We can go now to another directory, which is Google Maps. You just search online. We would just call this more of a Google search, Google profiles, Google My Business, that is formally, so its name for Google profile. Like how you just do a Google search and you find businesses. Like you could say hotels near me, right? And you get a list of them. And then from there, you could look, you go there, look at do they have a website? In fact, Google profile gives you if they have a website. It can tell you if they've indicated their website. You can even there see their social. So you can quickly just go click, see if they have online presence, if they have, you can tell so much, but just that footprint. But at least Google Maps helps you it can give you businesses within where you are. And, a big list of them. There is contacts, even their public contact is there. You can call. Most of the small businesses, it's basically the founder, the business owner, and maybe two people. So you sure if you make that call, you're just very near the decision maker. You're not really far away from the decision maker. Check even their reviews. How is their reputation online? Those are the pains that they need sorted. Maybe they have bad rating because I don't know. They don't have a system. So maybe they are slow in serving their clients. How do you tell them, guys, I can bridge this gap? All people are saying I wasn't contacted after I made an order. How do you go and tell them I can build a small system that at least automates sending these emails and notifications? I mean, those are the problems businesses have out here, right? So Google Maps gives you, this is a gold mine, by the way. This is a gold mine. So by client number 3, we are now starting to get I would say our sales motion, our marketing motions in place now. And then client number 4, 5, we now go to Instagram, right? These are people now who are already trying to market. They are online. They have a website. They are on social media, but maybe there's something broken. They've been running ads and they're not converting, right? They have a website, which the last time it was updated was, maybe 2020, right? So then you can go there and tell them, we can revamp this website, we can do this and this, we can try sort your meta ads if they have issues. You can easily see from a company's social media if they are struggling with some of these things. Yeah. So in fact, these days, Meta, when you go to a Facebook page, you can see even the ads they are running there. The ads go on top of the page. So those even are the best because they're already spending money. So they already have budgets. You're not going there to convince them that you need to invest money in this and this thing. No, they already acknowledge. Maybe now it's just not optimal. You can tell them, I can take you to another gear, right? So our client number 6 is somebody, they have a website. It doesn't mean it's necessarily okay. It's a great website. Maybe you check it on laptop, it's good. On mobile, it's not looking all that. Navigation is not all that. Clear CTA. CTA is call to action. So let's say the hero section, like the topmost, says, I don't know, it could be something like, contact us or talk to a salesperson for this and this. I know that's a great CTA, but I don't know. Some just have weird CTAs, like call to actions. Or they are not there. Or it's just maybe it's 5 call to actions. Talk to our expert, check more information, go directions to our office. I'm like, you don't need all that within a website section. They just need, maybe if you want to focus on talk to an expert to help to guide you, then that has to be the persistent CTA, the call to action. Don't give all this talk to expert. The next one is check out our office. The other one is whatever. No. You want to be very consistent because it's a one direction. Sales is the client needs to be guided to the next step, and the next step should probably be uniform across, right? Maybe there's no WhatsApp booking. Of course, in this day and age, WhatsApp is such a big platform. I think you want to have it maybe on your website. I mean, for most of the businesses, I think it's very practical that you have WhatsApp booking, outdated info, poor design. There's a lot of market around this. This is, in fact, I think a lot of our clients is people who already had websites and they feel kind of, there's even one we just sent a quote. It's a company, big company. So yeah, these are issues that are in the market, and there are many. Now, manual processes. At least you want to start with pitching things that are, because manual processes means you're going to solve an operational problem. You're pitching them software, right? This means you're going to really impact the business in a big way. I think you want to practice with something like websites a little bit. And then now you can go to pitch software, right? So it's paper records. I think this is very common within our SMEs, spreadsheets. Uh, Spreadsheets, again, they don't have the veracity of data can be compromised much easily than a software. So you want to know what are you, because sometimes even when you're just on your computer, you can mess it up without even knowing, right? WhatsApp bookings. Now you want to take them beyond just booking through WhatsApp, but you're telling them there can be an automated system that just notifies people, maybe through email, through whatever, right? Or the WhatsApp can be more integrated into their system, right? For things like manual follow-ups. There's manual invoices, customer records, all these things. So you're not going to create an engine for them to run their business with. So for client number 7 now, you really, you have an award, you know your stuff and all that. So you can go and, you can sell them serious things now also. Maybe by client number 8 now, you want more established businesses, you're going enterprise. Maybe you want to get bigger deals and this kind of stuff. So now you're looking people who they've been doing these things, they've been working maybe to a great extent, but maybe now you're like, I can bring something to the table. So you see, maybe they want to save money. Maybe they are the cost of executing all these, posting frequently, paying influencers, printing all these, it's expensive in a way. So you want to go there and maybe say, maybe you can cut costs, you can bring them something more optimal, or they want to grow double. And you want to tell them you can grow double without doubling costs necessarily. Because when we think growing double, we think we must double our cost. So then by client number 8, you want to get, you want to be a proper guy, think serious things, right? And there you'll be competing with other people who are actually now also offering. You will find that there are other agencies which they have worked with and all this. So you have to really know your stuff by the time. So, and that's why it's good to just build your muscles, get the first client, get the second, learn the ropes, and then now you can go for the bigger animals now. And animals that have budget, they're in this thing. So, but of course, you've also learned which are the nice things that, what is really the painkiller that you're taking for them. So the painkiller we took to the client number 1, and the painkiller we are taking to client number 8 is a bit different. We are positioning a little bit different. So client number 9, it could be referrals. Our client number 1, were they happy? Did they like our work? And so are you starting to get referrals? So client number 9 should probably be a referral from client number 1 or number 2, right? So that's a game. So because always you should, referrals is a quick way to grow actually, and that's why we are saying you need first 10 happy clients. If every one of the 10 clients give you a referral, and then the referrals, the ones who come through referral give you a referral. Like if you could just target one referral from every client who you serve, imagine you can grow to 1,000 clients that way. So for serving a client in a way that they feel compelled to give you a referral, like they feel indebted, like you've provided so much value, they feel even it's a discount. This client any day will give you a referral. They will talk good about you. They'll go out there, and it's the most proven way for businesses that even grow very big. The products were so good, people talked about them easily. They loved them. It became part of their story in their lives because they feel the impact was big. So you want to be that, of course. That's what we are saying. That's why we want to solve urgent pain points. We want to be a painkiller. And then by client number 10, then you have built a pipeline. You have a sales funnel. There's somewhere I said the word sales funnel, and somebody told me, you've been saying this word, but I don't know what it is. And so I've been lost all this time. And we need to explain now because I didn't want to come out as dumb. But in the world of looking for clients, there's, what do I call them, jargon? I feel like they are normal because there's a sales and then a funnel. You learn, it's just a pipeline, a funnel. But it basically the customer journey in another way to put it. It's how somebody sees you, let's say, for example, online, and then they inquire, and then they get given a code, and then they become, that whole process is what is called a sales funnel, really. So by then you're basically by client 10, then you're trying to look, is this repeatable? Because by a sales funnel means you're trying to create something that is duplicatable, right? Of course, there's always a little bit of nuances in every client, but you want to now look at it like there's now a system to it. There's a thinking towards it. So for example, you're saying I have 50. Now I can go get 50 prospects, businesses. I mean, I'll get 50 businesses. I'll see if I can qualify 20 with clear problems. Then I can have probably 10 conversations with out of the 50. And then I can send 5 proposals, and then I can probably close 1 to 3. So now there's a clear thinking around it. You're not waking up on Monday just stranded. You're saying Monday I'll prospect 50 businesses, and I see if I can qualify them on Monday. On Tuesday, you talk to them. So you'll prospect 50. By prospecting, maybe let me explain, because I know this can be jargon by the way for people who are very new to sales. Prospecting means, for example, when I said I'll go to Google and do a search, right? So I'll do my search and I get this business. So I'm getting like, now that's prospecting. I'm finding the businesses now. I want the 50. So I go and do a search quickly, see businesses near me. I start going through. Now I start checking. Business number 1 was Joseph and Co Advocates, right? Then I go online, I check, do they have a website? Do they have social media? Now I'm qualifying them. That's a process of qualifying, right? I want to identify a problem. So out of the 50, I might get 20 now who have the problems I'm trying to solve. The 30, maybe they are good. They are good. I see they are already doing their thing. Those will not be low-hanging fruits. So you put them aside. Then out of the 20, you start contacting them. Not all of them will actually talk to you, right? The number is not going through, it's a bad contact, right? So you get that now you can tell I send them a message and or I called them and the call was picked. So you want 10 conversations. And then now out of the 10, maybe you get 5 who are like, okay, this sounds interesting. Give me a proposal. That's 5 businesses. And then now from that now, maybe the ones who accept your offer and everything, it's now 1 to 3 who are like, let's shake hands, let's work together. I hope that makes sense. Basically, that's what a sales funnel is. That's a pipeline. And, that's a process of, and these 50 businesses, you can find them anywhere. It could be social media, it could be Google, it could be emails, you get their emails, it could be, you run an ad and then 50 people chatted you up, 50 businesses. It's the same thing. It's the same school of thought. So you want to build a pipeline now by the time your client number ends, so that you want to have a constant flow of clients. You want to now start thinking, how can I grow this portfolio of clients? So yeah, that's the thinking around it. So and I know the language of sales is now, what do you really say? Of course, I know we have highlighted that. You don't say, hi, I build websites. That's really low level. That's class 1. That's kindergarten. I notice your business doesn't currently have a website. And then you say, what are the impact of not having a business? It's 2026. Every business, your competitors have websites. There's these businesses. You can even do a comparison. Like, let's say it's Joseph and Co Advocates. They don't have a website. Then you can check Duncan and Co advocates who have a great website and a good positioning, and then you tell them, I notice your business, this and so is your competitor, they have these, and it looks nice, it helps them, people find them online. Those people will actually like really listen to you and wanna, on board. So yeah, so once you approach it that way, it becomes you know very, very easy to. So that's the language you want to use. You want to really target, go there, it's objectivity. You're not saying, I want to sell you something. No, I noticed you have a problem, which I'm trying to solve. It's not, I mean, like for us, we've made most of our revenue is purely strangers, and that's how we always approach it. It's what problem are we can we solve for this guy, right? So that's the language you want to use. We said today we were gonna try to do this real time. So we will go online. I think after I finish this, we will search businesses, and then we'll start seeing the gaps. Do they have websites? How is their social media? We can just search maybe one category and we see, it could be, you guys tell me, you can chat on the chat and tell me maybe which category we can go. Is it legal firms? Is it hospitals? Is it which category can we check online? Maybe real estate. Yeah, and then we go through those steps and we see. So you, of course, you wanna go there, locate a prospect, audit them, identify the gaps, build an offer, and then price it, chat them. So so as we've said, it's you can build now, once you're a point, you think it as a system, right? It's a client acquisition should be a habit. You're doing it every week. The numbers always vary. There could be a week where, it wasn't really hitting it, but you wanna keep doing it. You wanna keep going, right? There's good weeks, there's bad weeks, there's slow weeks, there's fast weeks. It's always like that out here. So you can find 20 businesses to research each week. Reach out to 10 businesses contacted with a message, 5 conversation, businesses that responded, engaged, and then offers made. So the proposals sent to qualified prospects, right? And then imagine if you closed a client every week, could ramp up very quickly, right? We have how many? 53 weeks in a year, 54, 5. You have your 55 clients. What if they referred you, a good number of them? You have probably a whole agency now working within a year. But of course, it requires a lot of hard work, right? So we need to go find our first client. And today we want to do it live, right? You don't want to wait, right? I feel a lot of us really just get stuck in the waiting. You don't want to get stuck there, because you could sell the most basic. I mean, like, imagine water, for example. We have Highlands, we have Keringet, we have 1,000 other people who started selling water. I remember Keringet was like the first brand that started selling water, packaged water, way back when I was young. Right now we have, I don't know, in every estate there's a person selling water. So it could be a very simple, you think you're selling something obvious, but I realize it's not obvious. Keringet doesn't sell water within my neighborhood. So somebody was like, I can sell water, packaged water for this neighborhood, because Keringet will not come here, right? So it's just thinking, like with business, you're thinking, because we think AI is everywhere, all these things, they are simple, whatever, but imagine they are not for the most of the part. People still need to be brought to them where they are, and this is how it solves your pain. Like, those are the opportunities really when you think about it, even for the most commoditized product like water. So yeah, of course, you want one business, one problem, one solution, one client first. And then always you can upsell, you can cross-sell within that client, but you first want, for the start, don't sell many things at once. It just becomes a little bit, the cognitive load, even the negotiation just becomes complicated. So you want to sell one thing at once, and then you can sell other things later to them. So let them qualify one problem offer one solution to one client. Start there and then build up from there. I'm not saying you don't sell many things to a client, but just entry point should be one thing, right? So we can now do that. Dan, will you help me do a live? We find a client live.
Via Google search.
Yeah, we can do Google search. I don't know which category do we go with.
Real estate. What do you think?
Yeah, we can try real estate because real estate. In fact, there's a lot of companies within Bypass, Roiro. I think generally in Nairobi. And I think everybody is doing it very well because I think a lot of them really are very loud online. But I'm pretty sure there are some who are just out there trying to figure out stuff. So yeah, I think we can see. Let's see. You can share your screen.
All right. So we can try searching real estate businesses near me. Let's see.
You wanna say near me or in Roiro? It could be anywhere in Dagoretti, in Nairobi.
And just pick a very
and by the way, it could be any location, by the way. It could be even in, like, you can serve companies in Nigeria or UK. You can do this for companies in UK. Because if you search real estate businesses in London, Google will give you. So, I mean, you could do this for any, like, what's up, Dan? We are seeing your personal. Okay, good.
Just trying to change the location. You can do an advanced chat search there, but it's okay. So which location do we pick?
Just I think we can do Roiro or Roiro, is known with real estate. It's the HQ.
So we can go to
businesses. Okay. So this is even start to their running ads.
Have no code.
Yeah, we can click. We go to their website. We can pick like 5. We go to their website and then we can check out their social media. I see Elite. Elite has 1 review, and there is no website already. Elite, the Elite one. I don't know. Mara. I've seen them somewhere.
So North Court. This North Court they have this is North Court.
Mm-hmm.
Have a website.
Okay.
There is Workspace.
That's nice. That's a great one.
Workspace, yeah. Workspace, yes, they have done. Okay.
All right, let's check another one.
Next one is Imara.
Okay. Can share the website. There's a lot of pink.
Yeah. Well, there's one. It's good, but like. Okay, good life is also a good one. You can look at the socials.
So 5, how many? Those are like 3?
Those are 5, yeah. If one, they have 5, yeah, they have 5. I have to see their socials, but
Oh, yeah. You can, I think, also open their socials. We see.
but I think they don't. I can't
Where
see.
is their socials?
I can't see their social. Mm. One second. Mm. But I think that like was not so. I mean, they have not added them in there. But let's see.
Yeah, they're there.
See Imara.
I'm seeing it in my glasses. The thing in my glasses.
The links are not clickable. No? The socials are not clickable. I don't know.
You can check. Maybe we can just search on. You can open maybe FB research direct. Have you seen that? You can share your screen there where you are.
Properties. Oh, I'm sharing the.
We're still seeing the website.
Okay. I can't really find Marathon investments. Okay, Marathon
So
investments.
Imara looks like a candidate. I think even their website can. The pink is just too much. I feel like, I mean, yes, you want your colors to be seen, but it doesn't have to be too much. Oh, here it is. They're posting. Okay.
Oh, it's on. Okay, but the graphics are a bit of the graphics and the posters.
Ads, I can't see any ad running because these days the ad comes there on top.
Yeah.
So they're not running any ads. Maybe that's something that could be pitchable for them, come up with how do you set up ads for them. Okay. So the other one?
Yeah, the other one is book space. So on the
okay, let's see.
Space, that's the one. There's no ad. They're active.
I see. Do you think they have systems?
Well, we can't really tell.
Okay.
Okay. For systems, you can't really tell, but definitely, I'm pretty sure most of them. Especially for real estate, I'm sure.
Yeah, real estate, I know, like with online presence, a lot of them, I mean, I don't know how you can sell land today if you don't have any online presence. So I know for most of them, probably that's a little bit. I know some industries would be, I'm very sure you won't get websites. It's things like legal. Legal, I'm very sure you won't see social media, even website. I think it will be legal.
Oh, yeah.
Things like construction. Which other one? Legal, I think it's a good one to really pursue. That one, I'm very sure there's a lot of issues. Real estate, the competition is just very stiff. There you can't even afford to. but still, I think maybe real estate suffers mostly around, I'm pretty sure, around systems. That's where the opportunities would be. System of records and that kind of stuff. I mean, we always hear cases of, I went back for my title and it was just drama. Like, you can tell that's a systems issue, right?
Yeah, definitely. The records are not
yeah, because once you have your market and then the clients come, it's now you need operations to be ready. But I think so. You will find some of these industries. There's some who you will find a lot of opportunities for position. I think we can try legal quickly. Because we only have 10 minutes remaining. We could do a legal, the law firms, a quick one we see. Then you can share the Google search. We can go Google search. We search legal. It's showing Zahara. Yeah, let's go. Oh, okay. perfect. We have Jerry Moore here. Okay, let's check a few the websites and whatnot. Okay, let's check a few websites. Okay. I think the website can be improved. I don't know. Feels a bit, feel a bit 2015. It's giving 2015 vibes kind of website. But it's at least then they have something.
One page or two.
The navigation feels a bit,
So one page and that's all.
yeah, okay. You can scroll, you check. So yeah, we can also try to check those social media. Okay. Okay, let's check their socials. Of course, we are picking a small sample. Definitely, you can go all the way to like 100 records on the Google profiles. You can check many. As we're saying, you're targeting like 50 so that you narrow down to like 20. And then, of course, the top ones, which appear top ones, most probably will be the ones that already are doing something nice. So the more down you go now, the much you find your culprits there, people you who need some painkiller. But definitely what we are saying is, even for the top ones, like them, they will score maybe on digital presence, but they might not score on, do they have systems? Do they have other things? That's the kind of, thinking you want to have. And then as you go down now, you'll find people who need now first the digital presence, or then you give them the first, and then you can give them the systems later. So yeah, so just okay, done. What about this one?
What is the social? This is in the same, but they are not. The last posted in 2025.
Okay. You can just share the social you see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's still on the website. So yeah, cause yeah, with Lego I knew these ones. I know they are not very. So yeah, you can see these ones. Last is 2025. So this is an opportunity. I mean, it was Mother's Day last year. Okay. I think the social media person resigned that day, probably, or just left. So this is a potential client, really, to, and with Lego, even just images, like they don't require much. You just want to be posting something, and it's just enough to keep you going. Even just graphics, like stills, images, whatnot. Right. So yeah, and you can tell they used to get likes. I see 2 likes. And it's like they just used to do mostly the holidays, right? I see Easter, Labor, small quotes once in a while, nothing consistent. So you can see, I think this would be a client for for marketing, for online presence, positioning. Assuming how easy it is becoming, I mean, like why would any SME in Kenya not at least be doing something? Just give it, be posting nuggets about law, or facts, or misconceptions, or the like it's just much right. Yeah, so like this is a potential client, then we need to look for this one. To then tell them these are tools to Grace, you wanna take over this one, Grace?
I'll try.
Okay. Yeah, but I hope you're getting the gist of it. I hope it's been helpful.
Yes, it has. But most lawyers legally, are they allowed to advertise?
Okay, maybe running ads, but posting, I think it's okay. Posting is
education.
Posting is allowed.
Educational.
Education is allowed.
Okay. Because I know. Okay.
No, posting is
Yeah.
okay. I know I've talked to a few. Posting is very much allowed. Maybe running ads, it's gonna nuances. Okay, just like even medicine.
Yeah.
Like we've seen, but you've seen Panadol, which is it, Maramoja. I think I came across it a while back. Only that you don't exaggerate, like with something like, let's say, Maramoja. So you will not say, there's how, there's how when you're running ads, you want to create a very ideal transformation or exaggerate your messaging, your wordings a little bit. With some industries now, the regulations can't allow you to do that. You'll just say, your everyday pain relief. That's it. You don't wanna, now the nuances come around the words that you use. But actually even an ad you can run, because I've actually seen a Maramoja ad, I think, called Panadol. And medicine is one of the most very regulated spaces. So yeah, it just, even with law, you'll find it's much more the same thing. There's what you can do, and then there's what you really can't.
Okay, I'll definitely check it up.
Okay, all right, no worries. So, it's top of the hour today. At least we haven't demoed. I think today was just about finding clients, and I hope it's been helpful. I feel like these for the digital agencies, the opportunity is big for just different industries. I feel some of these industries which weren't really much digital savvy, let me say that. There's legal, there's construction, there's a lot of them actually. I think this is the time now to just tell them, this thing is possible now, yeah. And I think, of course, it requires work, because sitting every day going through Google search, and then you filter and then it's but I think the opportunity is big. Previously the bottleneck was